of all the items in this room, what do you think is the best one? All of them combined. We used to have this thing about calisthenics in the morning. They don't know what calisthenics is, but we do. We used to do this thing in gym class, just like this. You have to put your hands all the way up, take your feet 6 inches off the floor, and just hold them there. That's true. And then try and put your foot up as high as you can. See the bottom of that shoe? That's 4 feet in the air. I'm not doing it by magic. No, I'm sitting on something. We all have to sit there. You know how hard it is to stretch your leg that far? That's why my face is turning red. You think the weather people can figure that weather out? No, it's impossible. I'm up on the news. I got this little sidebar on my link to Windows. It's linked to that cell phone over there. Why do you think I took the hockey stick? Because somebody else put it up, but I made it better. Why do you think I have all those hooks all the way around that room? What do you think the best item is? Can't hear you, got earplugs in it. Now we stand up real quick. That's a calisthenic. When you move real quickly across the floor, it's called a calisthenic. When you go like this and you stand at attention, it's called a calisthenic. When you put your hand up like this, that means stop. This means go. When you do this, when you approach the board, you have to do what you're used to. 1, 2, 3, and lift your foot. Don't put it where you sat. You get your bottom dirty. You do it with the other foot now. Don't hang on that wall. You're using it as a crutch. Don't do this, because then you'll twist your back too much. If you knock on the door, measure yourself, or just hang around and point out the window. Now, everybody knows what the rubber band is, right? Not everybody can do this. You actually have to physically stretch and hang around. But the other part about it is, try it this way. You'll love it. I haven't done this in a while. Look, I can fly. But I'm using it for a reason. If I took it off, I'd stumble. See how it comes right off? That's the best one in this whole thing. I've got a chain of them. But it's not working. What if the electricity went out right now?
The Bluetooth device is ready to help.
The Bluetooth device is ready to help. Notice how when I move, others move. One comes in, the other goes out. That's what the Two Peddlers Run told. Now that's the best device. Because when I just started taking that video, I could tell what was wrong. Sitting here thinking, it's got to be something wrong. It's like the movie where you press one domino and they all fall. It's like dropping something and you know it's going to drop. Well, there it was. Now you know what a sit-up is, right? Crunch, kick. Yeah, I used to do it all. It's like kicking out a windshield in a car. Sure. I used to do it all the time as a diver. Stand there, take one approach. Unless lifeguards used to let me bounce, which they did, some of them. And I used to put my hand straight up, look at the horizon directly ahead of me, pull my legs completely up, and then kick them towards the sky at a certain angle, not to go over on a reverse dive tuck from 3 meters. I used to do it all the time. Can't do it now, but I can simulate the same thing I used to do, just like this. But I can't punch because I got a bureau right there. I worked where they print the money, the Bureau of Engraving and Printing. I worked for the National Bureau of Standards, which they changed it to NIST because they moved it out of D.C. I know the whole history of the United States. Most people do. Some people don't. You have to remember your own history. All your resume stuff, that thing is going to turn green. Maybe. As soon as you buy a solar panel, what happens? Cloud deck. No sun for a week. But the week that you bought it, sunny every day. There's definitely a solar panel in that corner that goes to that thing that just said the Bluetooth device is ready to help. Oh, it's ready to help. Because here comes a Jaguar. Not everybody has expensive cars. Not everybody. Not everybody has expensive cars. I don't even have a car. I used to have one. Now, I always told somebody, just get up when you get up. If you don't get up when you need to get up, then you go back to bed. Simple. But if you lay in that bed too long, you won't get up. Oh, I learned that long ago. That's why you have to look good to make videos. Spin. Remember the video I put up about Unskinny Bop? What's going on in that head of yours? People do this for a reason, right? To show off their muscles. We could make lifting videos. No problem. I do it all the time. Just showed you the belt. I can put on a belt. Tie it up real tight. That's how you get skinny. I could latch it so you have one of those compression things. Why would I need it? I can just suck in my gut. 6-pack abs I used to have. But now all I have is a blood pressure cuff. And all the pills you're supposed to take. All the complications of living in one small room. And not being able to sit. Now, but when you get one of these spiral notebooks that are attached to other spiral notebooks, you end up like this, with a dangler. Can't hook it to anything. It says faith, hope, and love. No, it says November 28th minus 2 months. You know how they train doctors, right? They write it down. They show you what but they write it so small on these things, you'll never figure it out. That's why you have to have it clean at all times. This isn't a baby rattle. I labeled it for a reason. This isn't a baby rattle either. I didn't label it for a reason. I washed it first. Nice and clean, but it doesn't sit flat. Nope. How many do you think are in there? Bounces, right? Oh, they're bouncers. Different than a bouncer at the bar. So I tried to bounce as high as I could when I was on the board. Scary as hell. Can you imagine being on the board of directors for something? Tough to see the pills in the dark, isn't it? Crafty little jars. How many do you think are in there? Tough to tell in the dark. Tough to get around that piece of paper with not knocking it over, isn't it? Now it will fold over like a regular notebook. That's force. Now it's all wrong. You ever have somebody talk negative to you? Yeah. That's not a baby rattle. That's real. Think anybody will sit through it? Let's see what's on the current length. Yep, there's my car. Oh, I just turned blue. Girl's gotta be doing it. Look at all those medical plans. Hear the click? Yeah. See, I can't see. How do you spell that? I can't see. Hear that thing clicking? How do you spell exercise? Let's see. How do you spell camera roll? Let's look. How do you say blurry vision? Get it for the weather. You know, blood pressure can change during the weather. So can your eyesight. That's why I do the egg roll. Your eyes aren't eggs. You have to look this way, up, down, roll your eyes, cover your eyes, do the same thing. Now you don't feel pressure. It's called crying. It's called living in a tight space. People can hear them. I think it's 8:30 yet? 8:26. So at 6:26 yesterday, I know exactly what I did. Of course. I checked downstairs to see if something was happening. And it did. It was happening at that point, midway through the lighting. Don't believe it. You have to have a lighter to start a fire. There's no question. What do you think it is? That's why it says it on there. That's the one I used, but I took a special precaution. Even though the rain would not affect what I lit. That's why this shirt doesn't have a pocket. That one does. You think any doctor would tell you the same thing? They say sit down. Nurse, same thing. You know, girls are doctors. Sure. So are men, or nurses. No kidding. Doesn't take a PhD to figure that out. Everybody got to sit and wait, sit and wait, sit and wait. Stand up, get down. Do a leg crunch. You know, one of the diver routines, kick your head the other way. I did it for them when I did their performance for them. All these actors. You know, all the jiu-jitsu. Yeah, we used to do it anyway. Diving is the same thing as jiu-jitsu. You just do it in the air. Ever see the thing when you walk around like a dunce? You know, hat head. That's why I have so many trash cans. Now they're all seats. What do you think I have in this room? 3. 1 seat, 2 seats, 3 seats. A 4th seat over there. And I could make a seat out of that if I had to. 5th seat over there, which I sat on before. Another seat right here, which I could sit on. But no chairs, no backs. No. Because when I had a chair in this room, I was practicing my diving out the window. Like this. See, I turned blue again. Now I'm white. Oh, believe me, it'll turn whatever color it wants. It's 8:30, right? 8:30 on the button. That's your belly button. Yeah, your belly. You have to check it for lint. Smells good. So what did we learn? Oh, a lot. You learn from others. You think my voice sounds good? I'm talking for 40 minutes now. How about the people on Facebook? You think they talk or they just make videos? Good question, right? What's the question of the day at 8:30? Take your pill. You need water to do. I could collect rainwater and try and drink it. I could drink that ugly water right there. It's sitting there. drink the Powerade. It's old. It gives you blue teeth. I could wait till that light turned green. I could rush around or check the news. Or I could just make my own videos and just put them up on the internet for hours and hours and hours and see if anybody cares to listen to somebody who's smart. I'm just not making money. Oh, I could. Oh, I could make money on Facebook in an instant. I could open a can of soda. I could do a can opener. I could do this, I could do that. Check the news, see what the weather says, see what Earthlink says. On this day, September 28th. This is clear, loud, and here I got a notification. I just got tagged on Facebook 8 minutes ago by somebody who I cut, defriended. They're still tagging me. Must be an old post. Quote of the day: a wise person climbs Mount Fuji once, but a fool does it twice. That's why I named it The Fool. Mike the Fool. Everybody wants to be a fool. They just didn't pick the right name. Everybody knows what this is. Oh, it's mandatory now. You know what this is, right? Oh, I know exactly what it is and what it does. It's just like the one you see in the hospitals. Here's the little Velcro part of it. That's how you work it. A little high, but not unusual. 145 over 90 with a 60 pulse rate. Little high, but not unusual. Because I didn't take the thing. Oh, it'll go down. See, it says okay. Sometimes the readings aren't correct. Hear that thing? It's real low. $836. Let's go up to 464, 70, 74, 80, 84, 94, 98, 103, 107, 13. 128/78 with 67 pulse rate. So you can never get the right reading. See what it says. 128/78, 67. But I know what feel. So okay, now it's off. You don't get to keep these. Oh, I just found out. Thought I was going to keep it. You have to buy it to keep it. They don't give you stuff for free. I'm just amazed at how they're going to reach to do it. Yeah. Lady said to me, "No, you don't get to keep that if you come off your thing." What do you think the pulse rate was? Why do you think I look like a doctor right now? I don't. But I can simulate one. I've been to enough of them. I've been in enough doctor's offices to know what to do once you receive it. Just have to figure out how to work it. Like read the instructions with a really small print. 838. Let's see what the watch says. Oh, believe me. Bad weather. Terrible. Even though it's perfect day. 82 beats per minute. Looks different, right? I guess pulse rate and pulse rate are different. Who knows? You think you can read the instructions for that thing? They're even smaller. I could just swallow it whole. Why would you need wood? Because they roll. He's done. I could bowl it. I could swallow it whole. But in order to feel safe, you have to mark it. And leave it open to make sure you know you did it. You have to double check things all the time. See how it looks like one of those cue cards? It's not. Faith. Faith in who? lead yourself, you can't lead others. You think anybody cares what they watched on TV yesterday? I didn't watch a single lick of it. Why would I? Why would I? What letter of the alphabet is that? Indigo. Indian. It. Tag. What color is it? Sun Microsystems. Who's the Oracle now? Love. You know people's name are Love. Oh, they must love that. What's your name, Nate? Sit down and tell us. Tell us a story. Well, I just shrunk. As I open that window, birds gonna fly by. Oh, they know who I am. I go right for the birds, not the bees. Birds, they're perennial. And they will cause you problems when they go by. That little pond over there with all the geese. Tell my neighbor, why would they hire the geese? I call them the geese police, but they have a name called geese chasers. Why would they do that when they have me? He's like, you're right. It's funny to think about it was last, I don't know, 6-8 months ago. I'm like, just like him, when he knows that, and she's the same way. She knows that when we're out there, you have to cooperate. Even though they're like mowing lawns yesterday at 8 a.m. when you're trying to go to sleep. Somebody goes, you know, beep, beep, beep with the trucks. Oh, I lived next to a trash can before. I'm living next to one right now. What's your favorite song all time? At 35 minutes. You think anybody's going to sit all the way through that? Oh, I will for sure. Cheese? Oh, no, these people laugh at their misfortunes. Like me, I only laugh so many times till somebody gets in your face. So stop laughing. It's not funny to laugh at others. Nope. I've seen drug deals on the street, but I wouldn't. You know, when somebody slips like this, that means it's drug. Right over the building that has my name on it. Nobody realized Wilmington was going to be so important when you live in Philadelphia. Until Joe Biden's son got in there. You know, the one with the gun charges, with the mistress, with the wives and stuff. The rich, famous. That's the funny thing about this neighborhood. Some of them actually had the political side. Oh, sure. Yeah, they're already around. Not many of them. Oh, really? You can hear that. Oh, believe if I open that window, I'll hear a bird go by in a second. The video I made yesterday, I made it private because I didn't want to create the wrong thing. But it's definitely what I did at 6:30. It's very dangerous. I took that lighter and lit something. Oh, I can still smell it, but it already dissipated. I made sure it went out, of course. I knew when I lit it at 5:30 or 6, whenever I lit it, it was going to burn until 7:30 last night. Because it said it on it. But I looked it up to get 3 search points, of course. It takes 90 minutes to burn one of those things. And it did. I could see it was extinguished, or this house would have been on fire. Probably wouldn't have been on fire, but I would know. Of course, I kept checking it until it was dead, and I knew it was going to go out. It's called fire safety. I was very big about that when I had a fireplace, even when I owned the house. For sure. Because there's the black crow. They're fun to play with because they laugh. Robins or hagglers, they do the same thing, of course. Oh, believe me, you get a pack of them around, you know it. There's one right there, the second black crow. Here's the third one, because they're a bunch. And there's usually 5 of those, depending on. There's the 4th one. Depending on if the 5th one is hanging around. Oh, I know where their nest is. One of them's over there. But the funny part about it is, they're really small ones, about this big. They're just as powerful. There's thousands of them. Maybe a couple hundred when they travel back. They do. They cause blood pressure problems. If I open that window, I'd know they're heckling. And believe me, those things are called moochers for a reason. They eat anything. That's why they follow the trash can. Yep, that's my calisthenics for the evening. I'll be heavy lifting later once I have to deal with Meathead down there. The dog with the big head.